Hey y'all, and we back with another reaction on the man that has been charged with Isaiah Harris homicide. Now, we're gonna stay on this case and we're gonna fight for this case because Naziah is not here nowhere where we can speak for her. So we're gonna speak for her. So happy birthday to y'all. How y'all doing? So y'all, this is for educating, community, and it's a lot. It's a lot. We're gonna get into this man right here. We're gonna get to what's his background and what took him to the place where he took Naziah. This is some information that I researched. And y'all start asking me where we get our information from. Just enjoy it, okay? You research, you can find what you want to find, okay? So, then on, just enjoy the information, okay? The Detroit Police Department printed this out on September 27th, 2024. Butts was charged with the following an investigation by the Detroit Police Department, okay, and Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. They have charged Jarvis Ramon Butts, 41, of Detroit, with the homicide. Now, for them to say homicide, these people got something or know something that we don't know. In order for the Detroit Police Department to emphasize on the word homicide, Naziah Harris, who was 13 years old, also of Detroit, at the time of her disappearance on January the 9th, 2024. The body of Naziah has not been found, okay? Correct that. The body of Naziah Harris has not been found. The Detroit Police Department conducted a comprehensive investigation, which included witness statements, surveillance videos, numerous documents, phone extractions, police reports, medical records can define what happened to Naziah Harris. On January 9th, Naziah Harris went missing. She was reported missing on that date by her adopted mother, who is her biological grandmother. When she did not come home from school, she had never gone missing from school before. The Detroit Public Schools Police Department investigated the case until early February 2022, when it was turned over to the DPD, Missing Person Homicide Unit. Butts has been charged with first-degree premeditated murder, maximally penalty, life in prison without parole, child abuse activities, maximum penalty 20 years, and criminal acts conduct, second degree. Person under 13, defendant 17 or older, maximum penalty 15 years. Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy has also charged Butts in connection with the ace of a 20-year-old woman at Highland Park and now 13-year-old girl of Detroit. April 2012 to April 2014, a now 20-year-old female. It is allegedly that from April 2012 to April 2014, Butts assault the victim at a residence in Detroit. Butts has now been charged with the first-degree criminal conduct under 13 defendants 17 or older, and 3 counts of second-degree criminal conduct. Okay. It is allegedly. Okay, I already said that. Okay, DPD investigators will remain involved with this matter and will assist the Wayne County Prosecutor Office as it prosecute this case. All suspects are presumed innocent pending further proceedings. Now, we're going to get into this man right here. What make him the person he turned out to be? What was he searching for? Or was he searching? Now, y'all, I did some research upon Jarvis Butts, okay? I don't know if it's factual, is it true or not. But I believe it has some truth in it to make him be like he is, okay? Now, Jarvis Butts was allegedly SA by his mother and other older women at the age of 13. He then impregnated his mother, allegedly, leading him to live with his grandmother. Instead of getting him into therapy, he repeated what was done to him. And who else did that? The adopted mother, Messiah Harris' biological grandmother. She didn't get help, allegedly. Now, he SA this 4-year-old, his 4-year-old daughter who tested positive for transmitted STD, and later his 10-year-old daughter. Nazia's aunt and his other trillions of baby mamas knew this man was a registered sex offender, but still had multiple kids with him, allowing him in their home with their kids. Nazia's mom, unfortunately, wasn't in the predicament to raise her. So the grandmother did and failed miserably. However, a known offender around all those kids in her house, including Nazia, who became pregnant, allegedly pregnant for Jarvis at 11, and underwent an abortion. She then became pregnant again at 13, and Jarvis Butts allegedly attempted to perform an at-home abortion, which allegedly resulted to her death. I want y'all to keep in mind that us content creators has to watch how we present this information, okay? So work with us. The case raises several questions. particularly regarding the family involvement and the failure of prevent further. Of A, everyone felt that poor child. We're gonna share some things with you because Jarvis Butts have fan base. Okay, I'm his mama's. I'm an auntie, single, allegedly. This is supposed to be his mama. She have a private account. Okay, she said she Puerto Rican. Allegedly, this is supposed to be Jarvis Butts family. Allegedly. Me, so pretty. Yep, sure. You got Insta. And I'm gonna leave it right here.
Look, when Jarvis was 13, he had a child. He had older females on him while he was a young child. He looked like a grown ass woman, including my mama, and she had a baby with her. Okay. Thank God they didn't take her. Thank God he didn't touch my sister because they took her away. You feel me? But shit, okay? Even though it's wrong, but females play a part in it. Yeah, we ain't saying it. Just we have to happen to him though. It happened to figure that though. And he do got at least almost like 30 kids out here. My sister's firstborn. Are you? Yes, I'm from Detroit. Yeah, so you know, it's kind of sick to say this. Jarvis is a handsome man. Jarvis is a handsome man, but I just knew it. But yeah, my mama did that shit. Like, ain't no telling who did it before my mama was trying to eat. Like, she had a baby 13. That was 19. What year was that? 1990 something? Okay, so I know about him having a baby at 13. I just didn't know. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, that's no sibling. I'm telling you, yeah. My mama had a baby by a 13-year-old. Yeah. Okay. So, before I hand Lady the phone, I don't want nobody being disrespectful in the comments or none of that shit. Because I'm going to take it there about her. So, here she goes. Hey, what's up? Hey. Hey. You doing all right? Oh, the best I can. Yeah, I'm sure. I was sitting here just kind of giving my thoughts about this whole situation and, policies and procedures as far as the hotel situation, because it was loud. The hotel situation is what I saw when I went over there. Yes. So when I had went over there, I had talked to several different people who knew him. Knew him by J-Bo. They didn't know him by Jarvis or by Jay. They knew him by J-Bo. And that was people at the gas station, people at the liquor store, and people who live in this particular hotel that's over there on Harper and Connors. And when I was talking to people, they had said that they had been seeing him there with, crackheads and stuff like that. So it was just the whole hotel is off, and he has been over there several times because it was people who knew him. So with me just kind of checking it out, myself and talking to certain people, it was just really off. What happened? But that is not his first time that he has been over there. You talking about the travel in, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's definitely not his first time over there. People definitely recognized him, especially the gas station and the corner store.
Now that's the first time I heard of mental med hotel across from his yard.
without the hat on. I showed them a picture where he was kind of like covered up, and they described him with long hair and his teeth was messed up and stuff like that. So I found that to be
He supposed to have worked at the gas station. They had the auto mechanic shop connected to it. Because I had been there a few times, and he's supposed to have been working there.
Yeah, apparently he worked a whole lot of auto shops.
Yeah, and then he worked one down on Neff off of Warren and Cashew. He worked at that one. But you said so the people are familiar with who he was.
Yeah, they are familiar with who he was. Yes.
Well, how she know what all the shops he worked at?
What's also not making sense to me is the hotel got at least, I counted 15 cameras.
15 cameras? Did they work though?
So it's not making sense to me how she was seen going in and not seen coming out.
I can't either. They looking out for him.
So that's not making sense to me.
I can understand that, not making no damn sense.
Right. So I don't know. I'm kind of I don't want to do too much or say too much, but if you wanted to have the floor to say anything, then I wanted to let you, have that.
So, I mean,
Basically, just on there like you ain't give a fuck what you did,
I love my daughter. I mean, you can't be measured how much I love my daughter, and I'm still holding on the fact of and the possibility of the fact that she is still living,
Right.
regardless of the news and everything. Say I don't do the publicity, I don't do, people's platform or however they want to benefit off the situation. My concern is about my daughter, and just people doesn't see my face or see me all everywhere like some of my family members be. That doesn't mean that I'm not involved and I'm not trying to keep up.
That's Nizaya mother.
With my daughter.
Right.
And that's as much I got to say about it to anyone. I don't have to show my face all on the news or be all on everybody's podcast and all that. I don't have to do all that for somebody to feel that I'm involved with what's going on with my daughter.
You need to be there in that courtroom though.
Period.
Period.
Period, boo. Her mother loved her. She loved her children. She just had, like I said, she grew up with the net and in her household. She went through the same
Yeah.
thing at 13.
This is just a
as
big
the
circle
So
from
she had a
Jarvis
lot
on
on her,
around.
and no one ever got her help. So and she loved her children. She just couldn't fight those demons that were chasing her. When all this stuff was going on with Nizaya, we finally caught up with her because people were lying, and specifically Annette and people in the family were saying that she just left. She never left. She said, I'm staying here until y'all find out what happens to my baby. But she just staying out the way because Annette was trying to say she had something to do with it. Other people were trying to say, well, actually, she was the first person to give the police the information they needed to try to figure out what happened to the baby.
Oh wow.
But when we found her just talking to her, she said, this stuff just keep on, all this sex stuff, she said, it's just keep on chasing me. It's chasing me now, it's got my baby.
Jarvis was so worried about that girl. He was so jealous of Nizaya. He cared about Nizaya, but he was jealous of Nizaya at the same time. Like some people can like you, but they can be jealous of you at the same time. Because he talked about her fake nails and stuff. Why he worrying about it?
And I know she was getting older, so she was into certain things. Like I come up, she had fake nails and shit on her. And I know grandma was so I just not getting into it. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. So
He said he was her mentor. Yeah.
It's a lot of kids in there, so I can't keep giving. Yeah, not everybody $5, and that looks real bad if I just give you money every time you ask for it, or she asks for it, and I can't give it to everybody else. So therefore, you guys want something, I
Guilt
got
trip.
for y'all. If I have something for you to do, I'll call and let you know. Every time they come in, $25 a piece, depending on.
He can't even look at the picture.
You know about when that picture might have been taken, or where? Did she look like that last time you saw her?
He's scared.